The grapple character, one of, if not the most hated archetype in fighting games. Right next to zoners, which I always find funny because with zoners you're like, oh my goodness, stop running away, come fight me. Whereas grapplers get away from me with all that OP damage grabbing. Like, pick a lane. I've never really been a fan of grapple characters. I'm definitely not a fan of Zangief. Like, oh my goodness, why does this dude have so many anti-zoning materials? It can just, it gets on my nerves. And of course there's Tager. Oh, I don't gotta come to you, I'll make you come to me. But there was always one that I really liked back in my childhood. And that is Wolf from Virtual Fighter. This man is a beast. Look at that RKO. Look at that burning hammer. This man is a monster. Oh, you thought I was gonna talk about King because this is his episode? Nah, I just started liking King in Tekken 8. Why? King is one of the few characters that's been in every single Tekken. And I say that with a big asterisk, because from 3 and on, you're playing as King the Second. Turns out King died in between 2 and 3 against Ogre, but you won't know that unless you actually try to go look it up. They don't tell you in game that he died. They may or may not say that in Tekken 3's manual, but who reads that? But what I find funny in Tekken 4, as soon as you pick King in arcade mode, they just flat out say,
Armor King was murdered.
Who the f starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
But I guess King wasn't important enough for you to tell us about what happened to him. Suplex City! Nope! Stop trying to do armor attacks against me. Stop doing armor attacks! You won't believe how amazing Dr. Squatch soap is. Seriously, if you're tired of all those harsh chemical bars, this is a game changer. Imagine lathering up with a scent that's not just attractive, but downright captivating. Each bar is packed with first-rate ingredients that your skin will absolutely love. We're talking all natural oils and nourishing elements that will leave you feeling refreshed. And let's be real, who wants to scrub down with something that smells like a science experiment? Not me. Dr. Squatch offers fragrances that are just perfect for everyday use. I got deep sea goat milk, summer citrus, spearmint, bay rum, and my personal favorite, fresh falls. They even had special collabs with Marvel and Star Wars. And each one just smells so good. Feels like you just stepped out of a luxury spa. But you're home. So if you're ready to level up your shower game, you've got to check this out. Click on the link in the description and treat yourself to a bar. And hey, if you want to take that extra step and help me out, go to my TikTok and go to TikTok shop and I can get a commission. Trust me, you won't regret it. King is a fairly easy character. He does simple combos, but big damage. Mainly because of his grabs. And if you happen to be a wrestling fan, you're in for a big surprise. Pedigree, Angle Slam, Tombstone, STFU, Muscle Buster, the Walls of Jericho, and so many more. And my personal favorite, the RKO. King has an arsenal of grabs, and it's one of the reasons why I like him. Because most characters, it's just 2 grabs, one of them be just jump in the air, spin, slam on the ground. So it's really nice to see variety, and that's definitely what King has. And King doesn't have to solely rely on grabs. He has some fairly good mix, and if they keep on ducking, he got some good attacks to counter that, to make them stop, and he can go back to grabbing. Keep ducking, get this pedigree. Yeah, keep ducking, get another pedigree. I'll take that. King's best moves is his rolling death cradle and his chain grab he does out of his spinning jump. And unlike the rest of the fighters, there's a chance for people to get out of this. At high rank, most people notice the chain grab for the rolling death cradle, so they'll mash the button to break out of that. So be sure to know how to do the other chain to the grab. It may be weaker, but at least you still get some damage. And it may take a while to learn his ultimate chain grab, so once you master it, try to learn the other route so most of the time they won't break it. 2 other good moves is his body blow and jumping knee. Both of those can lead into some devastating combos. King's basic game plan is to, well, grab. And he has a lot to choose from. but be sure to have his knee bash and figure 4 leg lock memorized, because those are some of his fastest grabs to do, while the others require motion input. Other than that, I say at minimum you should at least know 4 grabs. And make sure 2 of them have different breaks. Don't have the same grabs all have the same break or they're just going to keep breaking it. And you should learn 3 chain grabs, with 2 of them making sure you know the alternative routes. If your opponent's back or your back is against the wall, use the executioner drop. It can lead into some devastating wall combos. And then you can use one of my favorite grabs, the shining torpedo. Whew, I love looking at this one. King has a few moves that can help him go into his grabs, like the crouching low kick, his elbow sting, and the straight up jab. Do those and you can buffer right into a grab. People do not like to get grabbed, so most of the time people who fight King tend to duck a lot. King does have a few crouching grabs like the pedigree, or he can go in a combo with a jumping knee. He also has a few moves that hit crouching opponents that allows him to go into a grab after successfully hitting them. And the dash that goes into rolling death cradle, instead of doing a grab, you can press both punches and go into a launcher. Keep mixing up with those options, and you can condition them to stop ducking and catch your regular grabs. Muscle Buster! Ooh, give me a taste! Give me that perfect too! King is a fairly easy character to use. No stance changes, easy combos, and really powerful grabs. In low rank, he can get pretty far, but against people who master quick ducking and breaking grabs, and that's the only thing you know how to do, you're not gonna have a fun time. So be sure you have more than just grabs up your sleeve. All in all, I say King is extremely good. He's one of my favorites in Tekken 8, and that's coming from a rushdown user. Which, to be fair, you can technically play King like that, but he don't really have that many fast moves. He's more of a power hitter. But if I can make it work, you can too. But hit hard and slam hard is the name of the game with King. Until next time, it was your homie Slick. See ya!